Welcome to our video on learning a new skill or hobby. In this video, we'll be sharing 15 actionable tips to help you get started and make the most of your learning experience. Whether you're interested in photography, cooking, or learning a new language, these tips will help you set goals, find the right resources, and stay motivated as you learn. So, whether you're a beginner or an experienced learner, these tips will help you make steady progress and get the most out of your learning experience. Let's get started. Number 1. Set a specific goal for what you want to learn. Before you start learning a new skill or hobby, it's important to have a clear idea of what you want to achieve. For example, if you want to learn photography, your goal could be to take professional-looking photos for your personal portfolio. Or, if you want to learn a new language, your goal could be to be able to have a conversation with a native speaker. Setting a specific goal will help you stay motivated and focused as you learn. Number 2. Research different resources to find the best fit for you. There are many different ways to learn a new skill or hobby, so it's important to find the resources that work best for you. For example, if you prefer to learn by watching videos, you might look for online tutorials or YouTube channels that teach photography. Or, if you prefer to learn through hands-on practice, you might look for photography classes or workshops in your area. Researching different resources will help you find the ones that are most effective for you. Number 3. Create a schedule or plan to dedicate time to learning. Consistency is key when learning a new skill or hobby, and setting aside specific times to practice and learn will help ensure that you're making progress. For example, if you're learning photography, you might set aside time each week to take photos and edit them. Or, if you're learning a new language, you might set aside time each day to practice speaking and listening. By creating a schedule or plan, you'll be able to stick to a routine and make steady progress. Number 4. Break down the skill or hobby into smaller, manageable steps. Learning a new skill or hobby can feel overwhelming, so it's important to break it down into smaller, more manageable steps. For example, if you're learning photography, you might start by learning the basics of aperture, shutter speed, and ISO. Once you've mastered those, you can move on to more advanced techniques like composition and lighting. Or, if you're learning a new language, you might start by learning basic vocabulary and grammar, and then move on to more complex sentence structures and conversation skills. Breaking down the skill or hobby into smaller steps will make it feel less daunting and more achievable. Number 5. Practice regularly, even if it's just a little bit each day. Consistency is key when learning a new skill or hobby, and regular practice will help you make steady progress. Even if you can only spare a few minutes each day, that's better than nothing. For example, if you're learning photography, you might take a few photos each day and practice editing them. Or, if you're learning a new language, you might practice speaking and listening for a few minutes each day. Consistently practicing, even for short periods of time, will help you make progress over time. Number 6. Seek out feedback from others to gauge your progress and get suggestions for improvement. Getting feedback from others can be extremely valuable when learning a new skill or hobby, as it can help you gauge your progress and identify areas for improvement. For example, if you're learning photography, you might ask a more experienced photographer to review your photos and offer suggestions for improvement. Or, if you're learning a new language, you might find a language exchange partner to practice speaking with and get feedback on your pronunciation and grammar. Seeking out feedback will help you improve faster. Number 7. Stay motivated by reminding yourself of your ultimate goal. Learning a new skill or hobby can be challenging, and it's easy to get discouraged. To stay motivated, it's important to remind yourself of your ultimate goal and why you started learning in the first place. For example, if you're learning photography, you might remind yourself of the satisfaction you'll feel when you take a beautiful photo that you're proud of. Or, if you're learning a new language, you might remind yourself of the ability to communicate with more people and the doors it will open for you in terms of travel or job opportunities. Keeping your ultimate goal in mind will help you stay motivated to continue learning. Number 8. Don't be discouraged by setbacks or mistakes. See them as opportunities to learn. Learning a new skill or hobby is a process, and it's important to remember that setbacks and mistakes are a natural part of that process. For example, if you're learning photography and your photos don't turn out the way you want them to, don't be discouraged. Instead, see it as an opportunity to learn about the technical aspects of your camera or about the lighting and composition of the scene. Similarly, if you're learning a new language, don't be discouraged if you make mistakes while speaking. See it as an opportunity to learn and improve your grammar and vocabulary. Number 9. Experiment with different techniques to find what works best for you. There are many different ways to learn a new skill or hobby, and what works best for one person may not work best for another. For example, if you're learning photography, you might try different editing software and techniques to find what works best for you. Or, if you're learning a new language, you might try different methods of memorization to see what works best for you. Experimenting with different techniques will help you find what works best for you and make your learning process more efficient. Number 10. Use a variety of resources, such as videos, tutorials, and practice exercises. Using a variety of resources can help you learn more effectively and keep things interesting. For example, if you're learning photography, you might watch photography tutorials on YouTube, read photography books, and take online photography classes. Or, if you're learning a new language, you might watch language learning videos, practice with language learning apps, and take online language classes. Using a variety of resources will expose you to different perspectives and teaching styles, making your learning experience more well-rounded. Number 11. Take time to reflect on what you've learned and how you can apply it in the future. Reflecting on what you've learned and how you can apply it in the future can help solidify the new knowledge in your mind and make it more useful. For example, if you're learning photography, you might take time each week to reflect on the photos you've taken and how you can improve them in the future. Or, if you're learning a new language, you might take time each day to reflect on the new vocabulary and grammar you've learned and how you can use it in conversations in the future. Reflecting on what you've learned will help you retain the information and make it more useful in the long run. Number 12. Find a community of people also interested in the skill or hobby to learn from and share with. Finding a community of people who share your interest in a skill or hobby can be extremely valuable. They can provide support, offer feedback, and give you the opportunity to learn from others. For example, if you're learning photography, you might join a photography club or group on social media. Or, if you're learning a new language, you might join a language exchange group on social media or a language meetup group in your area. Having a community of people to learn from and share with will make the learning process more enjoyable and help you improve faster. Number 13. Keep track of your progress. Keeping track of your progress can help you stay motivated and see how far you've come. For example, if you're learning photography, you might keep a portfolio of your photos, or create a scrapbook of your favorite shots. Or, if you're learning a new language, you might keep a journal of the new vocabulary and grammar you've learned, and track your progress with speaking and listening exercises. Keeping track of your progress will give you a sense of accomplishment and help you stay motivated to continue learning. Number 14. Try to find real-world application of the skill or hobby you are learning. Finding real-world applications of a skill or hobby can help make the learning process more meaningful and give you a sense of purpose. For example, if you're learning photography, you might try to find opportunities to take photos for friends and family, or for local events and organizations. Or, if you're learning a new language, you might try to find opportunities to speak the language with native speakers, such as through language exchange programs, or through work or travel. Finding real-world applications will help you see the practical value of what you're learning and make the learning experience more engaging. Number 15. Have fun and enjoy the learning process. Learning a new skill or hobby should be an enjoyable and fulfilling experience. Be open-minded and have fun with it. For example, if you're learning photography, try taking photos in different environments and with different subjects to see what you enjoy the most. Or, if you're learning a new language, try listening to music, watching movies, and reading books in the language to make the learning experience more fun. Remember that learning is a lifelong process, and it's important to enjoy it. These are some general tips to help you learn a new skill or hobby. It's worth noting that everyone learns differently, so you may find that some of these tips are more helpful for you than others. The most important thing is to keep an open mind, be patient with yourself, and have fun with the process. Thanks for watching our video on learning a new skill or hobby. We hope that these 15 actionable tips have provided you with valuable information and inspiration to help you get started and make the most of your learning experience. Remember to set a specific goal, research different resources, create a schedule, break down the skill or hobby into smaller steps, practice regularly, seek feedback, stay motivated, and have fun with the process. Don't forget to keep track of your progress. Find a community of people to learn from and share with. Find real-world applications. Experiment with different techniques and use a variety of resources. Learning a new skill or hobby can be challenging, but it's also incredibly rewarding. So, keep at it and enjoy the journey. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one.